On this Thursday, August 6th, for Global Trails Media, Tano TV, and KRIM Radio News, I'm Randy Roberson. Well, the numbers are still unofficial as elections personnel continue to count mail-in and provisional ballots. However, since our initial report yesterday, the lead in the race for Payson mayor has changed. Yesterday, Jennifer Smith still held a slight lead of a little more than 50 votes over incumbent Tom Morrissey. However, as of this morning, Morrissey has regained a slight 8-vote lead in the unofficial result tallies thus far. We still have heard no official estimate on how much longer it will take for county elections officials to finalize the vote counts. None of the other races have changed much, as few were very close. However, nobody yet knows who the next mayor of Payson will actually be. We hope to have those results for you very soon. In other news, over the weekend, the Verde Valley experienced its first relatively large wildfire of the 2020 fire season. The Pig Fire, tearing through the brush like a wild boar near Pig Trough Tank in Hog Canyon. The fire is burning in relatively flat terrain east of Interstate 17, far away from any structures and most other roadways. While it is 40% contained and the burn is only about 500 acres as of yesterday, the fire should serve as a wake-up call to the dangers we all face from wildfire here in Rim Country. We're now comfortably in the midst of the monsoon, which means periodic rainstorms could be common through September 15th, and major blazes are a statistical improbability as they may be broken up and naturally extinguished by heavy passing thunderstorms, bringing moisture to the fire areas. However, the extreme heat we have experienced dries out vegetation and makes potential fires significantly worse. Fire officials believe the Pig Fire was started by a catalytic converter from a vehicle that set the brush ablaze. A single mechanical malfunction on a motor vehicle along an isolated stretch of roadway has burned around 500 acres, and that was on flat terrain easily accessible from a major interstate. Should a similar incident happen in, say, Oak Creek Canyon, fire could quickly creep up the steep cliffs and then begin racing to the plateau with almost no way to stop it before it spreads across several thousand acres, much like the Slide Fire did back in 2013. U.S. Forest Service's new strategy of aggressively tackling fires only works if fire crews can quickly and easily reach them. Yet a delay of 20 to 30 minutes or more before some passerby makes a call, coupled with the drive time for a wildfire crew, means a single spark could quickly spread to several hundred acres before the first firefighters arrive on the scene, and by then, the battle could be lost. Instead, firefighters will have to spend days calling in support teams, aircraft equipment, and crews to fight the spreading wildfire. So officials say please do your part. If you're out hiking or driving and you see fire or smoke, call 911. Do so as soon as possible if you see no emergency vehicles on the scene or in the area already fighting the blaze. And in Rim Country weather, this kind of relates to that, increased southwest winds and continued dry conditions will result in elevated fire danger through at least Friday. The National Weather Service says you can expect warm temperatures and slightly weaker winds over the weekend. Most of northern Arizona will remain dry through early next week, with precipitation chances mainly limited to the White Mountains. The main story over the next couple of days will be a trough of low pressure setting up along the California coast. This is going to result in a tightening pressure gradient over the region and increased southwest winds. Wind gusts of 25 to 35 miles an hour combined with dry conditions in place will lead to areas of near critical fire weather conditions over the next 2 afternoons. Long-range forecasts remain pessimistic regarding the return of any substantial monsoon moisture over the next several days. The troughs along the west coast that have plagued us through the first half of the monsoon season continue to show up in the latest forecast models. The likely scenario is above normal temperatures and dry conditions persisting across much of northern Arizona through at least mid-month. Payson area highs today should be around 92 degrees, with temperatures warming into the mid-90s by the weekend. And again, no rain in the forecast for at least the next 7 days. And that's what's happening in RIM country. For Global Trails Media, Tano TV, and KRIM Radio News, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Thursday.
For up-to-date daily newscasts, tune in to KRIM Radio News, weekday mornings at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and 9 a.m., and then again at noon and 5 p.m. Look for KRIM 96.3 FM in your favorite app store. KRIM, Classic Hit Radio at 96.3 FM, your information station.